All right, and we are back in the lobby bar for the week of July the 17th, 2023. Brian and Michaela here with you. And Michaela, we are headed in to see Blockbuster. Tom Cruise was doing his best to make all the box office dollars last year. I guess we'll have to see if he does his best to make all of the box office dollars this year. But we are headed in to see Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. How exciting!
How exciting indeed. I feel I feel like we're about to go into a mini series because this is only part one. It's 2 hours and
Fair.
like 47 minutes or something. Um, I'm excited. I really hope that the cocktail that we're gonna brew up and mix up for our deep dive episode does it justice. We'll see what happens. I imagine there's going to be a lot of action. There's going to be a lot of, well, we know
Mm,
that there's a
mhm.
giant like motorcycle jump that Tom Cruise actually did himself, and that's amazing. I definitely would need like 3 cocktails before attempting to do that. Because I mean, in none of the shots does he lose his lunch. There's no
No.
shot where he's like, nope, and just decides to vomit everywhere. Like I would not, but that's why I'm not Tom Cruise. So for that reason alone, he deserves to clean up this weekend or maybe even this whole summer at the box office. What do you think?
That's true. That's true. Yeah, Tom Cruise can jump off that cliff without any trouble. You and I probably need some liquid courage to even like watch him make this jump because it's too much even for our delicate hearts for sure. So we need something to help us get through. And what better thing than a summer tonic because it has been hot as blazes here. It's been hot as blazes everywhere, I think, in the whole world, basically. And it's been like obnoxious here. But you have to have something to cool you down. It's
Yeah.
refreshing. It's that time of year for sure. So I found something, Michaela, that I think you're going to like. It's a riff on one of our favorites, the gin and tonic. This is the summer tonic, and it involves a lot of things that we really like. So check this out. Why don't you grab yourself like a highball glass, fill it up with some ice, and then you're going to take 1.5 ounces of Mount Gay rum, which is a rum from Barbados. It's kind of like a spice. It's kind of like between like a spiced rum and like a golden rum. So you could use either of those if you have those. If you don't specifically have the Mount Gay rum, 1.5 ounces of that. 1 ounce in this recipe, they call for Bordiga Bitter Rosa Amaro, which is like a bitter Amaro. It's similar to Campari. That's what we're going to use because I don't think I've ever seen this Bordiga Bitter Rosa Amaro. If you have, let us know how it is. We're going to do 1 ounce of the Campari there in place of that, a half ounce of lemon juice, and then go ahead and give that a quick stir, and then top it off with your favorite tonic water. Fever Tree is a good one. I like Q Soda's tonic water. That one's a good one. So put that in, and then garnish it with the rosemary sprig if you'd like. Sip and enjoy. But yeah, kind of a summery, tiki, but bitter take on the gin and tonic. What do you think about this, Michaela?
I like it. So here's the issue. When it's 117 degrees outside, whether it's a dry heat or not, it can't be too sweet. I can't deal with super sweet stuff. I love frozen drinks, but they can have a tendency to become really just syrupy puddles of goo in your glass. I love this because it is light. It is refreshing. You've got a lot of the effervescence from the tonic water, but it's also got that nice bitterness. And the rum is really a nice take on this, right?
Mhm.
I almost think that this is almost uh, like more of a riff on a spritz almost.
Mm, mhm,
That
mhm.
almost because it's got that really just fresh taste to it, versus a gin and tonic. I love them in the summer for sure, but I also like them like in a really dark bar and
Mm.
by the handful. Just a lot of old man drinks. I just love a good gin and tonic. I mean, I don't know. This is kind of a mix between those two things, perhaps. The rosemary sprig really sets it off. It makes it
Yeah.
look real pretty, which is fresh. I mean, while everything that's alive outside right now that's not just grass is pretty
No.
much dying. So, save a rosemary sprig and, let's toast to the crusty earth that is happening with this crazy weather.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I think this would be really good if you were doing like a beach vacation or something like that. You're getting your rum drinks, but they're always like sweet and syrupy. This would be a lot cleaner tasting and still very refreshing. So give this one a try. Let us know what you think about it, and let us know if you made your way out to the movies this weekend. Of course, we had the new release, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part One came out. That led the way at the box office. We're not going to get into box office results because they all made enough money to pay the screenwriters and screen actors what they deserve to get paid. So there you go. That is what we think about that. But we do have a couple more things coming out this week, Michaela. I wanted to make mention of because we're going to be covering one of them on the podcast. We're going to be covering one of them on our Patreon site, which you can find at www.patreon.com /drink the movies. But let's throw these out there, Michaela. I want to get your gauged reaction on both of these. When I say we're going to do a little word association, right? Barbie
Okay.
and Oppenheimer.
Explosively pink.
There you go. There you go. You heard it right here first. That's like your favorite thing, basically.
Yeah, I just want, well, it's not the same. Barbie pink is a little too hot pink for me, but like if baby pink just like exploded, if you've ever done well, the videos that we make are usually in my kitchen. And if you ever look in the background, there's a ton of pink stuff because basically anything that I could get that's pink, I did get because I wanted to be Barbie as a child. Anyway, I'm super excited about these films. Which one do you think is going to win the box office? Any thoughts?
That is hard to say. That is hard to say. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it's going to be Barbie. I feel like that has a wider appeal, and it definitely has a wider appeal to me because listen to this, Michaela. Oppenheimer 3 hours long. Barbie 1 hour and 54 minutes long. Boom, right there. The PG-13 Barbie is definitely going to take it. I love the preview for it because it's like for everyone who loves Barbie and everyone who hates Barbie. And I think that that's pretty fun. It looks amazing. Greta Gerwig is directing it. Greta Gerwig does basically one thing, and that's direct films that get nominated for Oscars. Same could be said for Christopher Nolan, but a 3 hour R-rated, bomb-making romp. I don't know if that's going to appeal to the masses in quite the same way the Barbie is. Plus, we're still going to have Tom Cruise and Mission Impossible kicking around, getting that harder core, kind of demographic. So I think Barbie might take the weekend. What do you think? Am I onto something? Am I totally off the charts here? I don't know.
I think you are. I think you are. I mean, I think Oppenheimer is great. Look, a couple of notes from watching the preview. I don't know, 87 times. Maybe the first thing you do is not say Christopher Nolan, the guy who brought you Tenet, because that was not great. Number two,
the guy who brought you the audio from Tenet. No, not that guy.
Yeah, not that guy. Maybe that's not going to be the first thing that you say. Number two, I do think that this is a very somber kind of movie that's going to be in place, right? And I think this is the first time since probably the pandemic where we've had three major blockbuster movies come out within 8 days of each other. That I don't remember happening in a really long time. It's really fun and also a logistic nightmare for here at Drink the Movies because we want to cover all these films either in our deep dives or on our Patreon site. So if you don't have a Patreon, get on it now. But it's really been interesting because I don't know if we're going to continue to see films come out in this way. That's going to be really interesting as we move into Oscar season, which is starting only in a couple months.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the summer is, still kind of in full swing. So I mean, we still have big releases. We had big releases later in the year coming out, by way of Dune and things. But yeah, it's just been a monumentally like very kind of stacked lineup here. As we had Indiana Jones 2 weeks ago, and then Tom Cruise this past week, and then Oppenheimer and Barbie both coming out this week. So no signs of slowing down there. If you're not making it out to the movie theater, that's certainly understandable with the heat and with the strikes going on. If you're choosing to voice your opinions that way, we're still doing the movies because we think there's a lot of people that make movies, so it's important to support the people that are making them and the people that are on strike for them. But if you want to skip out, if you want to watch something on TV, I just finished something that was excellent last night. I would like everyone to go and watch it. It is on Disney Plus and Hulu, I think. It is called A Small Light. It is a historical drama on the Anne Frank story, but it is told from kind of the perspective with the focus on Miep Gies, who is the basically the caretaker of the Frank family who got them into hiding. It was really excellent. Bill Pally, who plays Miep, is excellent in it. So give that one a watch. It's 8 parts. Highly recommend. So check that out. Let us know if you're making it out to the movie theater. Let us know if you make a summer Tonic. That sounds great to do that. Let us know what you thought about Mission Impossible. Stay tuned for the main episode on that this week. But I don't know, Michaela. I think we better head in. We've got some motorcycles to ride. We've got some. I don't know. What does Ethan Hunt do? He doesn't. He finds things. He's like spy stuff. I don't know.
He does the impossible mission. He accepts the impossible mission, and somehow he ends up never dying. It's amazing.
He never dies, and he never gets any older looking. Tom Cruise. So there you go. There you go. That is the lobby bar, and we'll catch everyone next time.